NASA Crawler Transporter. The Apollo program needed rockets, but before the rockets could fly, someone had to figure out how to move them. NASA's answer was the Crawler Transporter, a machine so large and slow it seems almost geological in its movement. Built in the mid-1960s by Marion Power Shovel Company, the two Crawler transporters at Kennedy Space Center each weigh about 2,700 metric tons unloaded and travel at a top speed of 2 miles per hour, or 1 mile per hour when carrying a fully loaded rocket. They move on 4 double-tracked crawlers, each track length weighing a metric ton on its own.
The platform on top is kept level by a hydraulic system accurate to within 1 degree because a Saturn V rocket or space shuttle cannot be tilted even slightly during transport without risking structural damage. The 3.5-mile journey from the vehicle assembly building to the launch pad takes roughly 5 hours each way. The crawlers burn about 150 gallons of diesel fuel per mile. They've carried every American crewed rocket since Apollo, and after upgrades completed in the 2000s, they're now supporting NASA's Space Launch System.
Big Bud. Most giant machines live in mines or construction sites, hidden from ordinary life. Big Bud's 747 is different. It's a farm tractor built for American agricultural land so flat and vast it demands its own category of machinery. Constructed in 1977 by the Northern Manufacturing Company in Havre, Montana, for a California farming operation, Big Bud was designed from the start to be the most powerful farm tractor ever built. It weighs 100,000 pounds, stands 14 feet tall, rolls on tires that are 8 feet in diameter, and produces 900 horsepower from its Detroit diesel engine, later upgraded to 1,100 horsepower. Its fuel tank holds 1,000 gallons. It was built to pull the widest implements across the largest fields, capable of tilling 24 rows at a time. After its original owners, Big Bud passed through several hands, spent years in storage, and was eventually purchased by Robert and Randy Williams, who restored it and still use it on their farm today.
Prelude LNG. The Prelude LNG, known as Floating Liquefied Natural Gas Facility, is not a ship in any conventional sense. Built by Samsung Heavy Industries in South Korea for Royal Dutch Shell and completed in 2013, it is the largest floating structure ever built by human beings, 1,061 feet long, 243 feet wide, and displacing 600,000 metric tons when fully loaded with ballast, 6 times the displacement of the largest aircraft carrier. It's essentially a floating industrial city and gas processing plant designed to operate over the Browse gas field off the northwest coast of Australia without ever coming to shore. Natural gas is extracted from the seafloor, piped up to the Prelude, liquefied by cooling it to -162 degrees Celsius, stored in enormous onboard tanks, and transferred to LNG tankers that pull alongside. The facility can produce 3.6 million tons of LNG per year. It is moored by a turret system that allows the entire structure to weather vane around the mooring point in response to wind and current, always presenting the bow to the worst weather. Cyclones, which regularly sweep the region, were a primary design consideration.
Bucket wheel. The Bagger 293 bucket wheel excavator is the largest land vehicle ever built by mass, and it moves with the slow, inexorable patience of something that knows nothing can stop it. Built by the German company Tackkraft in 1995 for the Hambach open-pit coal mine in western Germany, it weighs 14,200 metric tons, heavier than the Eiffel Tower, and stretches 740 feet from end to end, longer than 2 football fields laid end to end. It requires a crew of 5 to operate and takes about 20 minutes just to turn around. At its heart is a rotating wheel 70 feet in diameter, studded with 18 buckets, each capable of scooping out 530 cubic feet of earth in a single bite. Over the course of a day, the Bagger 293 can excavate 240,000 cubic meters of overburden, enough to fill roughly 96 Olympic swimming pools. It moves on crawler tracks so wide they look like a city street. The machine doesn't just mine, it reshapes geography. Germany's lignite mining operations literally relocated villages and rerouted rivers to feed machines like this one. Big Bertha tunnel boring machines are extraordinary objects to think about. Sealed cylinders that eat through solid earth, assembling their own tunnel walls behind them as they go, never seeing daylight until they emerge on the other side. Bertha, named after Seattle's first female mayor, Bertha Knight Landis, was for a time the largest tunnel boring machine ever built. Constructed by Japan's Hitachi Zosen Corporation and measuring 57.5 feet in diameter, Bertha was assembled underground in Seattle in 2013 to bore the tunnel that would replace the aging Alaskan Way viaduct along the city's waterfront. Almost immediately, things went wrong. Less than 1,000 feet into a nearly 2-mile journey, Bertha struck a steel pipe left underground from a previous survey and overheated, grinding to a halt. In December 2013, crews had to dig a rescue pit 120 feet deep to reach her, repair her cutting head, and restart. The delay cost years and hundreds of millions of dollars in overruns. She finally completed the tunnel in 2017 and was disassembled underground. TBMs are typically taken apart once they finish because there's no practical way to retrieve them intact. The cutting head alone weighed over 2,000 tons. Cat 690. Caterpillar is a name synonymous with heavy equipment, but the 690 FS represents the outer edge of what hydraulic excavators can do. Originally developed by O&K and then acquired by TX before Caterpillar absorbed it into their lineup, the 690 FS is one of the largest hydraulic mining shovels on Earth, weighing in at over 1,000 metric tons when fully configured. Its bucket can hold between 52 and 70 cubic meters of material in a single pass, enough to fill a standard dump truck with one scoop. It's designed to work alongside ultra-class haul trucks in large-scale open-pit mining operations, and its productivity is measured in millions of tons of earth moved per year. Unlike rope shovels that use cables and drums, hydraulic shovels use fluid pressure, which gives more precise control and faster cycle times. The 690 FS can complete a full dig and swing cycle in under 30 seconds. Machines like this have transformed mining economics. Fewer machines, each moving more material with smaller crews. They operate in some of the world's harshest conditions: copper mines in Chile's Atacama Desert, iron ore operations in Australia's Pilbara region, coal mines across Wyoming's Powder River Basin, running around the clock in temperatures that range from scorching heat to Arctic cold.